you remember when it would rain for a full week or when winter didn't come so late? I think we all have a role to prevent the increasing rate of global warming. For many years now, the effects of global warming have become more greater and difficult to fix. Although nowadays you see more and more homes with solar powers and more electric cars on the road, these are just a few ways that people are contributing to fix the rise of global warming. Some of the causes, according to the National Geographic, are burning of fossil fuels, factory and electric production, and most importantly, deforestation. The ways that could help reduce the effects of global warming are simpler than you think and go a long way, even if it's just a little bit. One simple thing you could simply do is turn off the light that you are not using. Most homes have incandescent bulbs which waste more energy and don't last long. And an alternative is fluorescent light bulbs that last longer, brighter, and save more energy. Also, leaving the TV on as background noise could also help reduce global warming by just simply turning it off. Another reason that global warming should be reduced is that we all live on Earth. It is the only permanent home that we have all in common, and we should also think about the future of our children and our grandchildren, and so on. The choices we make as a world today will affect the future that our children will grow in. We have the responsibility to leave our future planet not worse off more than we by the time we die. According to half a dozen studies in 2 years conducted by NASA, the melting of glaciers from Antarctica will displace hundreds of millions of people from regions, since they predict that the melting will cause sea levels to rise by 16 feet or more. It is possible that some of these people could likely be one of us, since we live so close to the coast. Global warming is a problem that is irreversible now and could only be prevented and fixed. So it is up to us to leave our planet in the best condition for the future generations, and so that they learn from us and not repeat the same mistakes we have chosen. I would like to conclude with a quote from a major advocate against global warming and famous actor Leonardo DiCaprio, who said during a speech on global warming at the United Nations, "Now is the time for bold, unprecedented action. My friends, look at the delegates around you. It is time to ask each other, which side of history will you be on?" Thank you.
So Mario, what did you think? Not here. Okay. Well, there you go. That happens too. The visualization of the weather at the beginning, I think, is okay, although you don't want to conflate weather with climate, and I think that that's one of the things that happens on a regular basis. You talk about what the causes of global warming are, presupposing the existence of global warming. I think you need to demonstrate that there is, in fact, a long history of information that suggests global warming is coming. Some information about what the projected impact is going to be. Maybe discuss the people who are arguing that it's not either going to be as significant as has been suggested, or that it's not something that is largely contributed to by human activity. I think you need to kind of confront some of those discussion points. You start talking about solutions almost immediately, and one of the things you talk about are incandescent bulbs, which are largely not available in the U.S. anymore because we've gone to these other forms of light bulbs. So I think that that's kind of an old school one. Turning off the TV, that's an okay thing. It's basically energy conservation that you're talking about here, because you're making the argument that a lot of energy is the thing that contributes the most to global warming, is our consumption of energy. So we need to do things to reduce our energy consumption. I've now given your speech more structure than you gave it. You shouldn't, that should not be the way it goes. You should be giving it a lot more structure. I thought you had a couple of good visualizations about the future. The idea that people in the coastline are going to be threatened in some way, I think you need to document that a little bit more. And it's not like they're going to drown. It's just they're going to have to move, apparently, because it's not like it's going to go up 16 feet in one day. It's over a period of time. But that doesn't mean that there aren't consequences to it, because people who have to move, that's going to be a problem. The ecosystem is going to be affected by those kinds of changes, and that argument needs to be developed a little bit more. On the other hand, later on you say, well, it's irreversible anyway, so why am I worrying about it? If I can't do anything about it, why am I listening to your speech? Because that's what you said at one point, and I thought that completely contradicts the whole position of taking this point of view in the first place. On the presentation, it's all being read. Your eye contact is extremely limited. Your gestures are limited because you're holding on to that piece of paper. I think you need to practice a lot more and prepare a lot more. This is a thumbnail sketch of the subject, much less a really developed presentation. It's a very short presentation also, and I think that that's problematic. All right, thank you.